Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing so good. I know I'm wearing the same outfit. It's because I am keeping my videos safe. I'm going home in the next 2 days. I know you don't know when it's that, but yeah, in the next 2 days I'm going home and I'll be with my family now. I won't have time to do videos, so let me rather be smart and just keep them safe. And when I get home, I know that weekly I upload. So today we are chatting about improving your confidence or building your confidence. Where is my confidence coming from? With my rocky English, where is my confidence coming from? So about my confidence. Before I can just give general tips, it's actually general because it's something that I have experienced and it's something that I would like you guys to just try and see if you can get that in confidence improved or gained. In my case, 2016 I was doing my matric and the confidence was there, but not on most of the angles, like not on every important aspect, because I was the school president and I had to give a speech on the assembly, guys. Can you imagine the number of just the whole school? I'm not talking about grade, the entire school. So by then, I was just worried because of English. Yeah, that's the only thing that was keeping me nervous and everything. But when I got to varsity, especially in Cape Town, we have Muslims, we have coloreds, we have even internationals, Xhosas. I didn't know how to speak Xhosa, so I had to speak English. So how did I do that? Daily practice. And even now, with my Rocky English, I still get to speak that English with someone that I can speak my home language with. Is because you are now used to it. Ile Rocky, ile yalo ngwana ko gae, you are now used to it. It's not all the time you're gonna know. It's actually impossible to know all the concepts and keywords, but with what you know, that simple English, you're going to improve. You're going to get to know better words that you can substitute with the ordinary keywords. Yeah. So in my case, I'm going to say that being confident is to practice on daily basis. I was approached by one of the mentees. Yo, witness, my English, like I'm not really happy about my English. I'm like, honey, don't be too hard on yourself. When I was in your stage, Lena, like we are let's be realistic. Someone who went to private and someone who went to public, we only get to know really in like English, especially after matric. That's when you can now closely monitor yourself and learn English. And even in university, I wasn't too hard on myself. It's something that gradually happens and takes care of itself if you are not ignorant. Yeah, don't always want to be dominant and say, I'm very proud of my home language. We are proud of our home languages, but know that English is important. So I told her that don't be too hard on yourself. You are learning English. You might think that you are not learning English. Therefore, the mere fact that you are aware that you think your English is lacking is because you were tested somehow to speak your English. You see? Yeah. I'm not sure why is my phone dark. Yeah. So the other thing, boosting your confidence. You can only be confident if you learn, because when you learn, you get to know. In my case, the reason I can confidently, you ask me a question, even here at work, I've been challenged with like being confident. Someone walks in unannounced, and now I have to put that beautiful smile. I have to welcome that person, and they say, okay, I have to direct them to the boardroom. They sit here and they're gonna ask me questions. I work at it's a private academy, so I am in multi business units or divisions. So I'm being asked about the admissions, the courses and everything. What ifs, they are bringing those worst case scenarios. And I have to be there. I have to articulate, I have to be fluent, not really in English, but not knowing your story. So if you know your story, you won't lack confidence. You won't. You rather run out of English words, but ultimately you will. That's why we say But as time goes by, it's because of that it's a practice. You get to you get to be better. I still say we, even people who guys, don't be too hard on yourself, but know your story. If you know your story, then it's because you know you know the information that you have to give out. So you don't have to worry about English. Rather worry about the words that you have to, the information that you need to have, that you can speak in English. So now I'm going to walk away from the English part. Let's now just get to confidence itself. Someone who's confident is someone who knows that who knows the info is either about yourself or about, since in a education or academic context, being in class, having to present and everything. It's stage fright, it's there, but as it won't even last 60 seconds, and then after that, because you know your story, you're going to go there and be able to explain, be able to tell everything. So knowing your story, knowing even yourself, being very much like being available within you, knowing yourself, knowing your strength and your weaknesses. That's how I am comfortable. Even, and you see that's how I'm confident, even comfortable. Even on the interviews. When you go to the interview, I used to freak out, of which is natural. But as time goes by, I'm no longer freaking out on the interview. And even if you're not sure, you just say, can you repeat the question again? And if you can see that you have no idea, you're like, I'm not really sure. You are confident about not being sure. So you are, you don't know. So even not knowing is an answer. Just that afterwards you have to work on now knowing it. You see? So I really hope that I'm making sense. It's all about knowing your story, knowing your background based on that particular subject, what you need to know. Another thing, be present to the reality, to yourself. I have a little sister from another mother, and I always tell her that you most of the time, you are on your cell phone. You know more about people and you don't even know about yourself. Sometimes you don't know how to react to something because you don't. If you can assess yourself, if you can observe yourself, if you can monitor yourself, you get to be very much aware of like your surroundings and what happens. Not for everything, even a smaller thing to shock you end up in hospital, is because like you are not there, you are not taking charge. It's like lack of independence is that lacks. Lack of independence that lacks, whatever. But it's the challenging part there. It's not being able to know yourself, because you even lack to react to certain things if you don't know yourself or if you don't know your story. Yeah. Another thing, owning the space. I like owning the space whether I know or not. The thing is that, guys, you like to ask yourselves, what if ushile, you get burned, you burned, because everything is an experience. And one thing I like is I like to challenge even myself. I put myself on the spot. I remember in CPUT, there was something that I was not sure of at all, and it's because I didn't study prior. So I was looking and I'm like, no man, how are we doing? And they now formed the groups. They said, can someone come from that group and help us? I don't know anything, but then I stood up. And when I got there, I'm like, my team, you tell me what to do. I'm taking advantage, and this now becomes an experience, because there's no way I cannot remember in exam what I was doing up there. I knew exactly that I got up, even though I didn't know anything, and I know that Annelisa said this to me, Annele said this to me, Nomzamo said this to me. So there's no way I can. Maybe they might forget, but I don't think they will. But because for the mere fact that I took action, so try to make everything fun, even though you don't have to. The thing is that you are being too hard on yourselves, and you are very much worried of what people would say. I don't care about what other people says, because they don't know what's going on with me. First of all, the rest will follow. Another thing, I think